Okay, so if you have got groomsmen, so you might have best man, dads, ushers, whoever is makes up your groom's party, basically. Once you sorted groom or groom's suits, then you might want to focus on the groomsmen, which I would always recommend do that as a separate visit to us, basically. So concentrate on the key focus, which is the groom or grooms, and then deal with the groomsmen if you want to, just after you've sorted out
Yeah.
the actual suit. Just like girls with their brides, we go, we find our dress, and then we deal with our bridesmaids. We work on what we're going in, and then once we've got an idea of what we're going in, we can then coordinate what the girls go in. So it's exactly the same. It should be treated exactly the same, because then you're not, as the groom, you're not then compromising to fit in with what the guys are going in. It's the other way around, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, and on that note, it'd be worth you having some kind of, as a couple, some kind of thoughts on, not saying don't give them a choice, but maybe these are the two options, guys, that are going to go with our suits, and then because otherwise you could have the guys pulling you off in all sorts of directions of suits that they like a green suit or they like a grey suit, whereas actually for your wedding a blue suit is the way forward. So you could already have some pre-selected ideas, right?
Yeah.
These are the ones, but give them a minimal choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, it's entirely up to you guys. We will advise where we can, if the guys want our advice on the fit of a suit. But I would always recommend one of you from the actual, if it's a groom or bridegroom, or bride kind of setup, then one of you come at least with them, so you can double check everything. You're happy with everything, but you can also um, look at how they fit in their suit, if you're happy with it, if they do you get what I mean. You have a little bit more control over it as well, which I think is really important, and it also reduces your stress level so much.
Which then comes onto time scale. So obviously we get asked when to do it. Again, we would rather go early. So you've got the guys' suits, you've got plenty of time for alterations. We've got a recommended tailor. So if they want to have things, a lot of guys maybe want to have it slimmed on their legs or certain arm length or whatever it is. There's plenty of time for that. So as soon as you're ready and you've picked your suits and you're happy, you're better off going ahead. If there's any back orders, there's plenty of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that we get asked a lot of, which it's a tricky one to answer if I'm completely honest, is he's going to be losing loads of weight, or he's going to the gym, or he's going to drastically change his shape. That is his responsibility. So if he wants to run the risk and not have the same suit, that's fine, but it's probably not fine with you guys. So you need to kind of liaise with that particular person or individual, or wait and cut and come in sooner, closer to the wedding, but you may run the risk of not getting the items you want. So it's a bit of a catch 22. Perfect world, you've got guys that never change never change their shape, aren't going on diets, and aren't going to go run a marathon. But we've, from our 7 years of experience, pretty much there's always one in the group of groomsmen that is changing their shape somehow. So just bear that in mind. That's something that you guys need to coordinate with them. Keep that in mind.
And the idea is we will have the stock here, so they'll be coming in, trying it on, and purchasing and leaving with the suit. So hopefully there's no stresses. And if they're, that's what we're saying about the timescales, because obviously if something does go out of stock, our plan will be to be getting it back in, so then they can come back in and grab that when it's available.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.